Yeah, you're in Lagos, 90% of talking stages ends before they even get into relationship. I'm going to be giving you all 5 signs that it is time to move on from that talking stage that you're in. Hi guys. My name is Cynthia. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am here as a relationship counselor. Here, you heard me right? Relationship counselor. You know that saying that single people give the best relationship advice? Well, that is not the lie. I give the best relationship advice because I'm a single Pringle. I am so single. All my opinion that will be shared in my relationship talk episode will be based on fact only. In today's episode of relationship talk, as a relationship counselor, I'm going to be giving you all 5 signs that it is time to move on from that talking stage that you are in. Talking stage is like that particular period where you're just where you're still trying to get to know somebody, like some kind of connections, some kind of, feelings, there's something like that. So at that period, you all are getting to know each other, going on dates, trying to find more or know more about each other. You know that it's not all talking stage that are successful. Not all talking. In fact, should I say that yeah, you're in Lagos, 90% of talking stages ends before they even get into relationship. And most times you will not even know how it just comes to an end. And the funny thing is that we always know that this is going to happen before it happens. Like we have this instinct that lets us know that, oh, something is wrong here, something is not happening right here. But then we always choose to just ignore our instincts. We always choose to turn away from the truth because they say that truth is hurtful, right? So if you decide to actually face the truth and listen to the truth, then we're only going to get hurt. So that's why most times we just like, oh, let's just pretend like we are not seeing this. Let's just pretend like this is not happening. You are in a talking stage with a particular person, and then the person start acting all funny and all of that, and there is something inside you that keeps telling you that, oh, this is not how you should be treated, this is not right, the way he's acting, the way she's acting is not right for you. But then choose to ignore it because you know that if you actually choose to see the truth, it's going to be the end of you guys' relationship. And you don't want it to end. If you do not ignore it, you have to end it. And if you end it, you're not going to be in communication with this person again. Even if it's just 10% of what you want to get that you're getting, you are okay with that 10%, as long as you're still in communication with that particular person. Yeah. I would say that the best thing to do as a person is to not ignore the truth. That's it. It's just like that regard. So that red flags, you saw the red flags, baby, but you ignored the red flags. Now you're here. I don't know the full lyrics to that song, but basically it was trying to like say, okay, before we started dating, you actually knew that I was acting this way. You saw these flags, you saw these red flags, you saw that this is how I acted, but you still chose to stay with me. And now that we're not together, you're not complaining about that same thing that you saw previously. So why are you now complaining when you actually know that this is how I can be? And it spoils a lot of relationship. That's why most times it's best to just run away from a talking stage if it's not good for you. So if you're quite confused about some certain things, that is why you have me here as a relationship counselor. I mean, it's not easy. That's why you have me here, to just point out some things to you. There are many signs to actually give, but then I'm going to give just 5 ticked right signs. So the first sign that you should move on from that talking stage is that you are not getting the same energy or effort that you give. That's what they call reciprocation. You're giving this person your time, giving this person your attention, you're putting in the efforts to try to keep that talking stage intact. but then this person is not even giving you half of what you give. This person should give the same level of effort, the same level of energy, the same level of time and attention. That person should give it to you. Most times there's always this argument that, oh, what if it might be busy, she might be busy. You should learn to know when is that busy, to not demand for that full attention and all of that. Yeah, that is true. We human beings can become busy, and I feel like it's only a jobless person that gives 24 hours attention. No offense, but that is the truth. If you are so occupied with your work and your life and you have something doing in your life, then you should not be able to give 24 hours attention. Obviously not. But what I mean by giving the same level, if you're giving this person, like, let me say, by giving the person 50% attention, 50% of your time, this person should be giving you 50% of that time. You're putting in the calls, you're putting in the texts, you're calling, you're texting, trying to like keep that talking stage, trying to like show up for this person, trying to like make this person see that you're still here. That person should also try to make you see that they are still here for you. I don't see why you should still be trying to form a relationship with someone that is not even giving you half of what you give them. It's just one sign to look out for. If this person is not reciprocating, they're giving you less, like very less of what you give to them, it's just like you're begging this particular person to like put in the time and effort that you yourself willingly put, then I feel like it's time to move on. Move on. You don't deserve to be there. So number 2 sign is irregular communication. Now remember what I said about being busy and being busy and being busy. This falls under this part, and this is why I'm going to explain it properly. So you know, communication is in relationship word, it's texting, calling. So if you are the one that always calls first, you're always the one, okay, let's just put apart that calling first, because I feel like I need to even break this down gender wise, but then I'm trying to make it like a general statement. So let's say you are always calling, but this person doesn't call you. And when you ask them or you try to bring it up, they'll tell you, I'm not the calling type. What? Do you know, I only use that line when I don't like that person. I have used this line so many times, and I use it because I don't like that person. Yes. Because I dare not tell my crush that I'm not the calling type. For where? Yes, I'm not the calling type, but for you, baby, I'm going to become one. Yes. If you don't call, this person doesn't call. That's what is called irregular communication. You're basically the one that is holding that communication pattern between you guys. You're basically the one. If you don't call, the person doesn't call. If you got into this particular stage, I'm very sure that I saw a particular tweet like that, and it has even gone around. If you've gotten into the stage where you say, so if I do not call you, you will not call me, my dear, it is time to move on. That is the end, because someone that actually wants something serious with you will not wait for you to call them first. If you see two people that actually really like each other, you will see that the calling is mutual. Communication should be there if you guys are trying to build something up. Your calling is calling. Now, based on the texting part for this communication, it's the same thing as calling. Now, in this part, I'm going to like break into 2. Now, you always want texting first. Texting first and continuing a conversation are different. The conversation ends on the other person's part, but the person doesn't even care to even begin on that conversation. The person just ends it there. You wake up in the morning, you go next day or hours later, you text again. The person replies you. You text, says any conversation. You go again, you text again. The day you now get so busy, this person doesn't reach out to you. And the reason why you've not heard from that person is because you've not reached out to the person. Now that is bad. It shouldn't be that way. If it's that way, then I just feel like that communication is not even communicating at all. That is just it. This person didn't reach out to you 2 days, 3 days, 4 days that you did not reach out. If you finally reached out to the person and the person replied, the person is only replying conversation because the person is polite enough to reply conversations. Why did the person have to wait for you to text before they text you? Why? It's not right that way. If there's a mutual communication, I feel like if this person doesn't hear from you, the person should actually reach out to you Let the person also start the conversation. If you're always starting the texting, if you're always one texting first, then there's a problem. Even if the person is busy. Okay, I just let me just check up on you. I'm busy, but I just let me just check up on you. Okay, we'll talk about 1 minute, 2 minutes. You will know that yes, okay, this person actually reached out. That is on that sign, a very big sign at that. Now the second part of this texting is the fact that you text and it takes hours to reply. Yes, my up is yes. I feel like there's going to get to a certain point, like there's a certain time it replies that you yourself knows that this is so unreal. It is always taking hours to reply your message. If it's the busy type, I feel like you guys should communicate. Communication is not only about calling and texting, but also trying to understand each other basically. You guys agree that okay, anytime you're going to be busy, I'm going to let you know, and then next hour Baba goes to you again without letting you know, then it's a no. Just like you're always forcing this particular person to call you or to pick your calls or to text you, then just know that that is a very big red flag. It's time to end the talking stage. Now the third sign is that you are confused about the person's feelings. Now let me say this, and I want to make this all very short. If this person really likes you, there will not be room for doubt at all. You will not doubt it. It's like it's going to be written on the wall that he likes you. You will not have to go asking for advices. You will not have to go asking for confirmation. It will just be so clear that this person actually likes you. And the fourth sign is that you guys don't go on proper dates. Anytime you try to like fix a date, you always get different excuses. It's either, oh, come to my house, let's chill. And then when you guys chill at the house, it's all, or you're just on the phone. No meetings, no hangouts. Someone should be really excited to see if they like you. I'm talking about both gender. Yes, you're a guy, you've already asked her a couple of times to go on a date, and she's giving different excuses. Oh, I'm busy, blah 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 blah, giving different excuses. I'm a girl. I'll not really fancy going out with a guy that I don't like. I'm always too lazy. But if someone I like tells me let's go out, guy, please explain what laziness is. You're a girl and this guy has not brought up the idea of going on a proper date. It's either, baby, come to my house, come and see me now. You don't want to see me now. Why? Come and see me now. And then you carry your bag. Okay, you're already carrying food, cooking for that person, cooking, cleaning his house, sweeping his house, doing plan, showing, oh, bringing yourself as a girlfriend. How do you expect that person to commit to you? I honestly, I don't know about you, but I feel like that person will never want to commit. The person will just feel like he's already getting it from you. And in your head, you guys are already dating. The time it will now hit you is when you now ask that person, who are we? And they will now tell you, sister, we are people of God, we are children of the Lord. And let you know that you guys are just friends. You're expecting more from this person, so you're giving this person more of yourself. Just at the end of everything, you ask this person a question of just trying to like, oh, let the person just let you know that you mean more to him, and then instead it tells you that you guys are just friends. Then another case of if he has never invited you to his house, he has never invited you out, that one even worse. It's just like he doesn't want to see you. Maybe he's just using it to just like waste his time. That's what I feel actually. Can correct me if I'm wrong. You ask the person, when are we going to meet? When my person is saying soon doesn't reach 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, soon. It happens. It's at that period that you should know that you should not even put all your hope on that particular person. You should move on from that talking stage, because I feel like you're going to be stuck in that talking stage for years, and you will not want that. Now, the fifth and the final sign is that you have been in that talking stage for so long. By so long, I mean 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, you are still in the talking stage. I feel like the longest the talking stage should last should be at, 2 months. Some people don't even stay in talking stage for long, and they go into a really beautiful relationship that lasts for long. Why some stays in talking stage for 2-3 months and they go into a relationship, and before you know it, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, everything has spoiled. So I don't know, it doesn't really, there's no specific time, but then I feel like If it's already going to 3 months, 4 months, like what are you still doing there? It's already clear, and it's already very, very clear that it's not moving anywhere. Except maybe um this particular time you get talking stage, you're talking, you stop talking, there's a break in communication, then yes, talking stage will extend long. But all I'm just saying is that if you guys are in constant communication, but then 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, they're still in talking stage, start asking brother, uncle, what are we? You don't want to just waste your time there. And the worst part is when you guys already started, doing the do. That one is now situation. She's no longer talking stage. So the 5 signs I gave was reciprocation, no same energy or effort. The second one was irregular communication. The third one I mentioned was you are confused about the person's feelings. The fourth one I mentioned was you don't go on proper dates. And the fifth one I just mentioned was you have been in the talking stage for long. Now these are the 5 signs you should look out for. Do you know the worst case scenario is when you are getting all these 5 signs from one person? My dear, if you're getting these 5 signs from one person, I just feel like you should run. There's some exceptions to this. The first situation is if the person is busy. There's always an argument. You don't expect so much attention from someone that's always busy. Yes, that is true. That's only exception. Is busy, but then even with that business, I feel like you guys should communicate. Proper dates part, some people are actually so busy to go out. But then I just feel like everything still falls on that communication, basically. But in all of this, the best thing to do is to trust your instincts. Like I mentioned it before, your instinct will always tell you what is right or wrong. You're not getting the same energy from the person. Step back. So guys, we've come to the end of today's episode of Relationship Talk. For this particular whole Relationship Talk episodes, I'm going to have a different playlist for it. I'm going to store them in the same playlist that is Relationship Talk episodes to be there while I still move on with my normal vlogging. And hey guys, we've come to the end of my video for today. Like my video, comment my video, share my video if you can, and if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe. Thank you. Bye.